And abiding by laws of attraction, my thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you limits and my only...
Wake up.
What are these dishes doing at my feet?
Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster. And boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his two-quarterback system is matchup-based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I got to tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only going to lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to what? Come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
Look, I get you're upset, but we're in this together.
No, we're not. I'm just gonna leave.
I don't know what his problem is.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Go clear the air.
He's the one with the problem. Look, if he wants to talk, he can come find me.
Jumping fiddles.
This college football season has been a fun and wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This afternoon, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Texas Longhorns taking on the Clemson Tigers. For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
1st and 10 now for Clemson. They will let him throw here on the very first play. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage.
He's got a man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. And a huge play that time. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A nice throw there. Coach O'Brien, when you look at his quarterback position, he's got 2 great options, but opting to go with a hot hand line to start this semifinal.
And throughout this season, they've had a little bit of what we would call the carousel approach at quarterback. But when they've made changes, Tommy Matthews has made the most of his time under center. But both of these quarterbacks are undefeated, and we know why. This defense has played so well throughout the season, and we know how loyal they are to their head coach because he was their former defensive coordinator. Now they've just got to figure out who's going to guide this team at quarterback and carry them the rest of the way.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson.
Let's go!
CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did, and, you know, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching, but it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum. Extra point attempt here still to come. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game.
All right, we're talking new football here. We're talking new models, new paradigms, new ways of looking at things. They score, line up for the PAT, fake it, and go up 8-0. I'm kind of at a loss here because if I'm going to go for 2, I'm going to ask them to put the ball in the 2-yard line and bring my offense out.
Exactly. Opening drive of the game, faking it is bold enough from the 15. That's quite another thing.
I know a lot of people fall back on analytics, but still, I think that person would tell you, put your offense in and go from the 2, not from the 15.
Still got it, though.
Yes, they did. Give them credit.
At their own 26-yard line.
3.5 to go, first quarter. It'll be Warner on first down. And caught, right side, Green. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Draw play. This is Martin. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. Oh, what a move. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Out of the gun, Newton. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he locates Walker, complete. He's at the 30. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
Pass interference, defense.
So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 19-yard line.
They'll run with Jewell. A little juke. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
3rd and 8.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. A 16-yard touchdown. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. Well, we discussed how... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it, this is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Martin will return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go, first quarter. But work to be done as they come up 1st and 10. Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Tigers 16, Longhorns nothing.
To throw on 2nd down, Warner. And his throw here's incomplete.
Intended for number.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown.
And you got a guy that fast back there. See punts. That's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Martin will return. Now a hit and a loose football.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by Clemson.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try and throw it back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Newton on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive, give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up 1st downs. That's what we just saw right there.
At the 6-yard line.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. Donnie Simpson there to make the grab. And this offense continues to pour it on. Clemson coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Martin will return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
On 2nd down now, it's Pierce. And some room to work. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Clemson now with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The shotgun snap for Newton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
Let's go.
That one goes for 24 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
For another night.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And this offense is running away with this one.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Clemson coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the defense.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Tigers.
And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And oh, this is taking him one-handed. What a catch. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Caught on a slant. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Again, Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. DeAndre Jewell. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air as his guys continue to pour it on. Clemson coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. Newton will try it himself. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Martin will return. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And he will have a touchdown. Junior Gandy, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Martin will return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
With the score, Tigers 54, Longhorns nothing.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. Martin will return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll give to Martin here out of the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they'll try to run the option here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On second down, it's Martin. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Clemson takes over 1st and 10.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Made a great read there, CD. Good decision to keep it.
And I think what we just saw there is someone understanding that throwing the ball through that traffic can also be fraught with disaster. Keep it, use your legs, get into the end zone.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Martin will return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something.
Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking big.
And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the backflip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this, but to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes that's a way of catching up with you.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Warner from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 8.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Taking it about the 16. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
We always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything...
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he loses the football a second time. It's going the other way.
Warner's pass complete. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Second and 10.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there. A first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally. To the air again, Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. From a yard out. And this offense is running away with this one. Clemson coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Martin will return. Now a hit and a loose football.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Tigers.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Steps away. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, folks, this is just getting ridiculous now. 7 touchdown passes. He is no doubt making up for lost time, putting an entire year of stats essentially into one football game. And by the way, those 7 touchdown passes, a college football playoff record. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Martin will return. Now a hit and a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
A fumble on the play. recovered by Clemson.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Now Newton on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Rolling to his left. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. Jay on Whiteside. There to make the grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. That's complete, right around the 8. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you yeah, now a hit and a loose football. Touchdown, Clemson. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Don't stop that moment.
Clemson coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Martin will return. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for their next drive. The Texas offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I feel like I'm going to get a touchdown.
This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. And got his man complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. A big play there. 47 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, Newton. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. From 21 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Pass interference, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Martin will return. Now a hit and a loose football.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Tigers.
1st and 10 now for Clemson. Newton's going to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around.
And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. From 21 yards away. And this offense continues to pour it on. Clemson coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. From the gun, Newton.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Martin will return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Warner. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
37, incomplete. It's 4th down.
The punter for Texas out on the field. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. What a great start for this junior quarterback as they get the victory here in the College Football Kickoff Classic.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
I was you last week. I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. That wasn't easy to do.
For all I know, this could be my only shot at it.
Then I guess we'll just have to do this all over again next season, huh?
Good luck out there tonight.
Thanks.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Oregon Ducks taking on the Clemson Tigers.
You okay, son? Yeah, Coach, I just...
Tommy. You all right, Tommy? We need some help over here. Hurry!
You got my back, right?
Of course. Always.
One shot. That's all any of us ever really gets. Waited my whole life for one shot at being a head coach. And here I am. This is your one shot to go out there and show the world who you are. Are you the guy who's going to lead this team to victory? Or are you going to be remembered as the guy who got caught up in the moment and let it all slip away? I know you're worried about Tommy. Sure, we all are. But this is your one moment. Now get after it, son. Get some.
Well, the pressure perhaps getting to this young quarterback. Clemson trails at the break. Back now in this national championship game and what has been a tough defensive battle. And as we get ready for the second half kickoff, worth noting that Tommy Matthews does not appear to have exited the locker room with his team. And I'll keep you updated as we receive more information. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. Their defense has done the
Tommy
job.
got hurt. They just put me in the game.
They've got it 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Oregon Ducks looking for that elusive first national title. Of course, they've been in the National College Football Playoff before behind Marcus Mariota following the 2014 season. And they beat Florida State that year before falling 42-20 in the championship game. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Newton. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control. And
it's caught at the 10. And they do finally get him. But he makes it all the way to the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Pushing tacklers aside. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Jewell, and he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And Clemson has taken the lead. Clemson coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Ducks take over 1st and 10.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the defense. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
Well, since he's come into the game at quarterback, 2 trips into the end zone, and this offense starting to look remarkably relaxed.
I love that description because it's evident to me, and it's evident to everyone watching, and now everyone's getting the memo. He's not a backup. He's played just as much as Matthews has this season.
Yeah, that's the thing, Charles. There's the old adage of if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. Well, I think they're taking that script and throwing it right out the window because they're saying we've got 2 quarterbacks, and we like them both.
I love the way you just said that.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Banging on the play. Recovered by Clemson.
Get it! So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Operating from the gun. Newton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive.
And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. Jewell. He scored on the ground and through the air. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. Clemson coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get... Get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Pulls it in at the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. It's going the other way.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Tigers.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the gun, Newton on the move to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. Jewell. Dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, here's Barrett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 10.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Still going. They can't corral him. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Well-executed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, I know this will surprise you. I've actually done a little bit of reading lately, and all the analytics say that you should go for it more on 4th down. I think someone has referred back to their analytics coach. Maybe he's got a pipeline into the booth because that was a really good play call.
On the carry, it's Jewell. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get...
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all. And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. Let's do it. A 5-yard touchdown run. And this offense is running away with this one. Clemson coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
The score, the Clemson Tigers 37, Ducks 6.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Let's go. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
That one good for 14 yards.
At the 12-yard line.
Going to hand to Jewell. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. Clemson coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. How about the game that he has compiled here? So he has the 2 receiving touchdowns, and now that is his 3rd rushing touch. Down 3 plus 2, 5 total.
I'm telling you, you and your math can't beat you on that one.
Yeah.
You got it down. But how about the diversity of the day he's had? Just what you pointed out. 3 on the ground, 2 catching.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Forced out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll try and run the option. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on fourth down conversions in this ball game. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure their luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I will just tell you from a defense's point of view, someone has to step forward on fourth down and make a play himself because they're just letting it happen to him right now.
That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. From 4 yards out. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Clemson coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's got it at the 2. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
To throw again. Barrett, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Barrett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's... And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. A 13-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on. Clemson coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. Operating from the gun. Newton out to his left. That's complete right around the 8. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play. Now a hit and a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. Clemson now with a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Newton. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Well, of course my controller does not push
kick. That happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Cameron, the intended receiver there, but it'll be 2nd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at about the 31. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. A big play there.
Yes.
70 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. Clemson coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. They changed quarterbacks at half and did not miss a beat. Here they are, your national champions. And celebration time on that sideline. It took a change in quarterback. His thoughts will turn to the condition of Tommy Matthews. But for now, jubilation as they are the national champions.
Well, Tommy's injury certainly was a setback. But the bond that these two kids have is really strong. And although only one of the Heartbreak Kids was out there in the second half, Tommy's spirit was with him, and I believe...
You hear from Mr. Matthews?
The hoodie gave it away?
He's stable. But we're only allowing family to go back right now.
That's great, because he's my brother.
I'm proud of what he's accomplished this season.
I think there's only one individual on everyone's mind tonight. This one is for my brother, Tommy Matthews. You think that's something? You should see it in person.
Oh, man. That's so cool. Thanks so much for coming and bringing this.
You kidding me? I would have missed this for anything. Coach and the guys sent their best. They waited as long as they could, but no one knew when you might wake up, so they had to catch their flights back. I told Coach I wasn't about to split up the Heartbreak Kids, so I stayed behind. Make sure you're all right.
Thanks, man. I'm just glad you're here.
But hey, they did leave you the trophy. They wanted to make sure you had it when you woke up. How are you feeling, buddy?
Like a sack of crap.
It's funny, because that's exactly what I was going to say you look like.
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and make it win the championship. Together.
Next year? You know I will, brother. Together.
Doc said I shouldn't overdo it.
She said what caused all this?
Yeah. Something about the stress from my filthy roommate leaving his dishes lying around the apartment. She said if it weren't for that, I'd be the pinnacle of health.
Please.
Hey, seriously. You gotta start cleaning up after yourself. It's ridiculous.
Really? Right now? Is that him? He's an hour early. Coach?
Don't look too disappointed.
No, I was just expecting Tommy. Come in. Care for a cupcake?
No, thanks.
So, you here for the party?
No, give me a minute. Okay, Coach. Actually, I'm here to talk to you about next season.
Yeah, sure, talk away.
It was something you said at the start of the season earlier. It really stuck with me. It's
something good, I hope?
Well, it was something you said about treat your men like your beloved sons, and they'll follow you into the deepest valley. And that really got me. It got me thinking about the way I treat you boys, and I wasn't being fair to you, and Tommy for that matter, or the team.
Wow, Coach, I really appreciate that.
All that being said, I wanted to go into the off-season with everyone on the same page. I figured the best way that we could do that would be to announce a starter. Tommy's gonna be our starter.
But how could you possibly make that decision after the title game? Is Tommy even gonna be able to play?
Yeah, I spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's gonna be right as rain.
Just don't understand.
I know this is hard for you. It's hard for you to process, and I hope you believe me when I say that I take no joy in making this decision, but I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
Well,
because he's white.
What does this mean for me?
Well, it means that you are at a monumental crossroads in your life, and you've got two choices. You can enter the draft, and based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be lucky to get picked in the third round. But realistically, you're looking at a late-round selection, if at all.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it for me.
Well, I'm trying to be open and honest with you from this moment forward. I'm giving it to you as I would my own beloved son.
And my other choice?
Well, the way I see it, you got too much raw athleticism to waste sitting on the bench. Your talent is a true gift. And it's one that I'm going to give you the opportunity to show it to the world.
And how's that?
You get to pick a new position on offense and get your Heartbreak Kids thing going back again.
Heartbreak Kids. I appreciate the faith, Coach, but if I'm gonna play QB at the next level, it seems like leaving now is my only shot.
That's probably true.
Wow. I did not expect all this to come to a head so soon.
Well, anything you need, just call. And when those NFL coaches come calling, trust that I'll have your back.
I'm not sure what's more strange, that interaction or the general cleanliness of this apartment.
Cupcake!
So the NFL Combine. I spent so much time preparing for it. But some things, you can't ever say you're fully ready for. That's how the week felt for me. I walked away from the press conference feeling a buzz. I said a lot of things, but would my performance back it up? Oh, no. This cannot be happening. Okay. Oh, man, okay. Think. Where was the last place you looked at?
If you knew where you last saw them, they wouldn't be lost now, would they?
Yeah, thanks. Glad I help you are. Oh, you're rich.
Say it with me now. Eisen.
Right, Eisen. You're Rich Eisen, big fan. I'm gonna be the laughing stock of your next broadcast, aren't I?
Depends. You gonna run the 40 barefoot? I may have a little fun with you, but don't worry. I won't make you a running joke, huh? Come on. I thought it was pretty good.
Maybe not your best, but tell you what, you let me wear your cleats, I'll laugh at any joke you have. I mean, seriously, I'm desperate.
Try 'em on. See if they fit. What's the verdict?
Perfect fit, but honestly, and I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but they're a little damp. They're like really damp. Did you go swimming in these?
Thought you said you were a fan. If you were, then you'd know I just ran my annual Run Rich Run 40 for charity.
Right. How'd it go?
Let's just say my days of keeping up with Saquon Barkley are behind me. Maybe you'll fare better than I did out there.
What was your time?
5.98, baby.
Well, I can't do any worse. I've seen statues move faster than that.
All right, well, I want you to go out there and post a time of at least 4.6. Think you could swing that?
With as much adrenaline as I have coursing through my veins right now from trying to find my cleats, there's no way I don't beat the combine record. I'll tell you what, I'll be even faster. Just watch.
Now that is what I like to hear. You're going to be helping those kids at St. Jude more than you know. Go get them, champ. Hope those shoes bring you good luck and an even better 40 time.
Thanks again, man. Whew. Yep, I feel it.
Welcome to another exciting edition of the NFL Scouting Combine. I'm Rich Eisen, and I'll be your tour guide as we meet the next crop of elite NFL talent. We're going to start things off with my personal favorite, the event that can break the spirit of any man, the 40-yard dash. First up, we've got one half of America's darlings, the Heartbreak Kids, an intriguing draft prospect to say the least. We'll see him up next for the skills portion of this year's NFL Scouting Combine.
Okay, let's go now. 72, move up. Yes. Oh! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Take go. Through.
Well, today had a little bit of it all. Select few guys who may have just cemented their place as one of the top picks in the upcoming NFL Draft. Until next time, I'm Rich Eisen. Welcome to the 2020 NFL Draft. Sure, the experts have done 2.7 million mock drafts, but you can toss those babies out the window. And we're back in the fourth round of the draft. The talent herd is beginning to thin, but there are still some real studs out there.
Hey, this is the offensive coordinator of the Carolina Panthers. How you feeling right now?
Oh, everything's great, Coach.
Well, look, son, we've been following you for quite some time, and believe you could be an integral part of this team.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much this means to me. and I'm ready to do whatever it takes to show you I'm worth your pick.
I know you will. I'll expect you to show up ready, okay?
I'll be the first one there. Can't wait.
And I'm just getting confirmation that the pick is in. Let's take it to the podium to see who the next pick in the draft is going to be. What a phenomenal pick. This kid has shown some elite abilities on the field. He's a freak athlete, totally capable of taking